So, good morning everyone. I'm very pleased to meet you today. So, I'm going to present my project today, which is the Warrior video game. Okay, before we start, I would like to introduce my colleague. So, next please. I am Ritaj, and my colleague is Aya Khalid and Muhammad Atf. Okay, so let's start. First, this is our agenda for today. First, I will start with an introduction to discuss what is the interacting video game. Then, the project overview and research methodology. Then the fourth part is the market and customer segmentation. And then I will discuss our marketing plan. And then finally, I will discuss the feasibility study for my project to discuss if my project is profitable or not. Okay, so first let's start with the introduction. Does anyone have any idea about what is the interacting video game?
No.
Never? There's no gamers in this class?
No.
Okay, so I will show you a video, but please be concentrate because I will ask you a question at the end, okay? تدوس الماوس ايوه سكرين شايفين صح؟
They were all dead. The final gunshot was an exclamation mark to everything that had led to this point. I released my finger from the trigger, and then it was over. To make any kind of sense of it, I need to go back 3 years. Back to the night the pain started. I was still in the force back then. NYPD, Manhattan, Midtown North Precinct, Hell's Kitchen.
So when are you coming to work for me, Detective Payne?
You need to make me work undercover in some hellhole. Sorry, Alex. Michelle and the baby come first. See? My last smoke. Spared for the baby.
That's you, Max.
Please, come and see my little girl. Wait. You said you can't do that. Why aren't you thinking a real person?
Captain, my name is Colin. I'm the android sent by Cyberlife.
It's firing everything it moves. It already shot down 2 of my men.
So after watching this video, how do you feel after watching this video? What did you see these videos? Scared. حاجة تاني؟ Actions? But do you feel this game is like a movie, right?
Yes, it is like a movie, yes.
Okay, how do you feel if we make a game related to our Egyptian story, successful story, like an Egyptian warrior? How do you will feel?
It will be more interesting according to our culture.
Of course it is. So we aim to make a game depends on our Egyptian story, like a warrior or our history or Egyptian history, if it's Pharaoh's area, or Pharaoh's era, or a modern story, successful story. Okay. So let's talk about our project overview. First, our company, we named it as EGU Act. Why this name? Because it is stands for Egyptian Youth Action. Okay, this company, we aim to provide an interactive video game with a high quality similar to the foreign video game to compete with it. We know that a lot of teenagers and a lot of gamers in Egypt buy a foreign games with high quality and high prices, as we suffer from a lack of game industry in Egypt. So we choose our first game to be a warrior game because this warrior derived from the battles that happen in Egypt, and maybe after depends on the history, as I said, for old and new history. And we choose the warrior game because depends on our survey we had made. It showed that the most demanded game was the action or the warrior game. Okay, so next. Our vision is not only to offer a game with a total Egyptian labor or a high infrastructure or a high structure, but only to change the concept of playing in Egypt. Also, we aim to provide a unique games with high infrastructure as we can, similar to the foreign games, to compete with that in the future. And our mission is to provide a unique games with a high quality, with an Egyptian stories, successful Egyptian stories, to provide some news, to provide some information, or to make our consumers interesting with these stories or with this game. Okay. So as I said, my project or our project idea is to provide a game with Egyptian story with high quality, similar as I am the only يعني متحكم في القصة أو أنا controller of the story. Because the game can have a lot of scenarios, I can choose one of them. This is our structure of the game. And our work division, our game or our project depend on the labor. If I don't have an excellent or a trained employees, I cannot establish my game. So the most important infrastructure for my game is the labor. So I need a graphic designer and web developer, game developer also, and a marketeer to promote our game. Okay, our competitors. In the game industry, it's different for competitors because in Egypt, I do not have a lot of companies for games industry. So worldwide, I have a lot of companies that may be a large competitor for me, like Rockstar Games and Remedy and Sony, as we can say that they are monopolize the game industry worldwide. Okay, because Rockstar have the most famous game and the most demanded game, which is the GTA, and it has a lot of series. Yes. Okay. Egypt. In Egypt, I have only 11 companies, but they are not local company. They are 11 companies only. 11 companies, foreign company. ده بجد والله. بس هم foreign مش local. Okay, but they are not specialized in game industry. They are specialized in the mobile applications only, and it sometimes provide some games. But there's only one company in Egypt, or or studio, game studio called AN Games Studio. It was established in 2014 and it provide or promote its game in the stream. Okay, that's all about my competitors, and now we will continue with my colleague Aya Khaled to talk about the research methodology.
Okay, hi, my name is Aya Khaled. Today I'm going to discuss with you the research methodology. Nowadays, the gamers have been increasing all over Egypt. The aim of the paper is to study, is to increase the gaming sector in Egypt. The research methodology, we use the research methodology to measure the number of the perspective of people according to our game. We use two types of data. The first is the primary data. We did an online survey in which 116 persons have been responding to us. And the secondary data, we use it to measure the total population, the total number of equipments that we have to use, the total number of gamers all over Egypt. And now the market and customer analysis. The target population we have is the gamers. We were concentrating on the gamers. We have a 16 million person in Egypt playing games. We have to measure that from people aging from 18 to 29 in Egypt. In our paper, we assume that we have 0.5% of the 16 million, and half of them will purchase our game, which is the 40,000 person. Now customer segmentation, supposing that I'm now not the producer, I'm the consumer. I have some questions that I have to answer. First of all, why I'm purchasing this game? Because I want to have knowledge. I want to entertain myself. Who am I? When I'm buying the game, I'm the gamer. I'm the one who want to play the games. What game what service should I buy this game? Maybe because I want to entertain myself. Maybe because it's flexible, because we have an online interview. When I'm having this game, maybe after it's online, it's an online game, so I can purchase it anywhere or anytime. Where? Online store. The marketing plan, my colleague Muhammad Atif will discuss it with us.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I will start by talking about our product policy. The company will be located in Sheikh Zayed and will be able to make online game every 6 to 12 months. We'll provide different modes such as shooting, fighting, adventure, as well as offline mode. The game will be available online so you can easily bought it. We will try to provide a better and one kind of experience for our game because the project is very risky. Second thing, we'll talk about our market gap. We have made a questionnaire to be able to reach everyone, and we will spread flyers for those who are interested in our game. For our depths, we found that to be successful, we need to hire a skilled labor and also to maintain a well-trained specialized staff. For the pricing, we will start by providing 3 subscription fees, 50 Egyptian pounds, 250 and 500. And for the base, it will be provided online. Finally, but not least, our product gap. We will try to provide a better and cheap game in comparison to other games. And we will try to provide the user or gamer with a unique experience. Promotion policy. We'll start first by adding a pop-up ads on YouTube. We'll make an account on YouTube. We'll start to contact meme pages to start with supporting us by making memes about supporting our game and against our game, so that the user has a passion to start playing the game and judge it himself. We'll also make a page on Facebook in order to be able to receive feedbacks from our users and gamers. We'll start by spreading small ads on games as a trailer. Also, we'll try to contact gamers on YouTube channels in order to sponsor our game. Financial study. It consists of about 4 parts. First of all, market feasibility. The game will be provided in action offline mode. We will try to provide different cars, skins, weapons, flags, clans, and guides to make an interest for our users and gamers. Also, we will try to make a special skins for snipers in order to be able to hide from invaders, such as in PUBG. Technical feasibility. We'll try to select a highly and well-developed engineers. Selection will be done by an expert. They should undergo a series of training. Actors could participate anytime to involve in our game. Third thing, the legal feasibility. After finishing our game by the help of our computer engineers, we will try to contact the Egypt Federation Electronic Games Company in order to publish our game. Finally, but not least, managerial feasibility. It consists of the owners, Aya, Taj, and I, and under us there will be a series of computer engineers, graphic designers, web developer, as well as marketing. Now the final part, my friend Aya will discuss.
Financial projection and valuation. We made a pro forma income statement and a pro forma balance sheet and a profitability ratios. Here in the pro forma income statement, we were profitable in the best and average, not the worst. The pro forma balance sheet, we were having the total assets were lower than in total liability and equity. So we have an excess of cash and we can cover all the risks. This is the financial projection.
Okay, now when it comes to the SWOT analysis, it's an important thing of our project because it will help us to find the best possible way to succeed. For our strengths, for example, we will provide extra jobs for the local market, and also demand is presented by consumers because they are the most important factor in determining our price and our continuing. If people don't buy our games, it will be run out of fund and will not be able to proceed furthermore. Opportunities, state lack full of gaming because in Egypt, minimum amount of Egyptian companies try to make a new game. Everyone in Egypt is trying to play foreign games. Okay, for the weaknesses, lack of gaming licensed employees, high turnover. Maybe if our computer engineers have found a better price opportunities on other companies, international companies about making games, they will leave us and we will have this moment to increase our price and salaries again to cost us a lot on the long run. Threats, state regulatory, gaming hackers, revenues are directly affect economy. Okay, for the video games business model canvas, first of all, revenue streams. We will start by making subscription fees, as we said earlier. Cost structures, several things will cost us, such as game developer, actors, app developer, graphic designer. Key partners, as we said earlier, also that we only have Egyptian Federation for Turning Games in Egypt. Key activities, such as premium offers, special design, and freemium. Key resources, such as computer engineer, graphic designer, etc. The final conclusion we can draw from the portal model is that our project is risky because the average number for determining the risk is 65. Okay, surveys, we have done about 153 survey. We have pinned it online on email to easily gather it. The final thing that we concluded is that most people love playing video games and their ages are above 18 to 29. They prefer multiplayer game, they also prefer interacting game. They prefer to play online, they prefer to play action and adventure games.
This is our tables.
So finally, we can conclude that as we can see, this ATM give us a lot of money out of it. So our project is very profitable, but if it's made in a good infrastructure and a good way. So after studying our tables and all this analysis, what we have done, we have a net profit. So this is our references, and thank you.